How's it going, guys? My name is Jakefog and welcome back to episode number 36 of my Football Manager 2020 journey, here today with Leeds United, and today we make our long anticipated return to the Champions League. My first experience in the Champions League as Leeds United manager. Obviously, because we won the Europa League, we've gone into the Champions League, but we also did finish third in the league. But I believe because we're seeded first for the draw, I think that's because we won the Europa League. I'm not 100% certain, because our coefficient is definitely not very good. Like, if we just qualified normally, I'm sure we would have ended up being fourth seed. I mean, considering last year in the Europa League, we were fourth seed. Because we weren't that good. I'm assuming it's because we won that we are first seed. But anyway, we have got the draw about to be made. But before I do get into the draw, I just want to say, if you do enjoy today's episode, please do be sure to leave a like. It really does help me out. I really do appreciate it. And please do consider subscribing to the channel if you're new around here or you are not yet already subscribed. I've just passed 450 subscribers, which is absolutely mental. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed. And I've set myself a little target of 500 subscribers by the end of August. It's a little bit of an ambitious target, in my opinion, but I do think at the same time it is potentially reachable, so any help towards that target would be greatly appreciated. But anyway, let's get ourselves into this draw. And do they draw they draw the first seed teams out first. So who have we avoided? Barcelona, Benfica, Juve, PSG, Man City and Liverpool we can't play anyway because they are English, and then Bayern Munich. So who can we get as a second seed? Real, Atletico, Borussia Dortmund, Roma, Lyon and Porto are the teams that we could draw. Obviously, I'd like Porto because they ultimately are the weakest side in all of this, and that's good that Atletico Madrid have gone. I'd like to see Real go soon. Yes, there we go. So it's going to be either Dortmund or Porto. Obviously, I'd rather have Porto, and it's going to be Dortmund. Of course it is. Liverpool get Porto and Bayern Munich get Manchester United, and we can draw any of these teams, I believe. Obviously, again, I'm looking down at the bottom, so Sporting, Marseille. To be honest, I'd be happy with any of these teams, but ideally not Inter and Sevilla. So let's draw this through. Inter are still there. Will we get Inter? No, we do not. We get Marseille, and I think that is a very, very winnable game. Inter go into Group G, and Ajax. That is a tough group. Is Group H. Bayern Munich, Man United, and Ajax. And here, again, I won't be too disappointed against any of these teams. Milan, I would quite like to play again because I assume their manager is still Marcelo Bielsa. Obviously, we faced them in, I think, the second knockout round of the Europa League last year. Let's just draw through the teams. We're not going to be facing Bielsa. And who's left? Olympiacos, Anderlecht and Rapid Vienna. Obviously, Rapid Vienna would be ideal, and Anderlecht, not a bad side, but a very winnable game against both them and Marseille. Borussia Dortmund will be tough, but ultimately, I think we've done quite well out of that group. But the question is, who are we going to be playing first in the group stages? Let's see if it gives us our fixtures, as we're just going to continue on through here, as it's taking a little bit of time to load. Come on, hurry up. Come on, I want to see who I'm playing. I think that I play the fourth seed first. I'm not 100% certain, so that would be... I've forgotten who's in my group already. Anderlecht, I think, will probably be the first game in our Champions League campaign, and that is who today's episode will be against. And now I'm going to look like an absolute idiot if that is not who we play first. Who do we play first? It's still not telling me. Do we play on the Wednesday? Okay, so we've got Dortmund first up. Dortmund away. So it couldn't start off any tougher for us. So Dortmund away will be the first game in today's episode. And I will see you in just a moment for that, because I have still got some transfers to be done, and I think I've got 2 or 3 games more to play until we play Dortmund. Okay, so we are back, and we're ready to take on Borussia Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park in front of the yellow wall. And then after that, we've got Manchester United away in the league, so a very tough couple of games in today's episode. I'll be pretty pleased if I can get anything, to be honest, from either game. If I can at least get a point at Dortmund, and then anything from the Man United game would be, in my eyes, would be a success. But before we do get into the game, there has been a little bit of transfer activity, as I've brought in Kelvin, 21-year-old Brazilian right back. You can see very, very well rounded. He is going to be my starting right wing back for the season. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. I think this guy could turn out to be a very decent player for us. Signed him for 15.75 million, which was his release clause. I've just really struggled in the transfer market this year. I don't know what it is. I feel like I've not really been able to improve the team that much at all, if I even have been able to improve it. So I'm a little bit worried about this season. However, obviously we do have a lot of young players in our starting 11 and, well, just in the squad in general. So in theory, all those players should be better by the end of the season. They'll be better this season than they were last season. So hopefully that will play into our hands. But I've just really struggled in the transfer window. I found it hard to bring in players for decent money, decent value, players that I thought were genuinely going to improve the squads. So yeah, that is going to be an interesting season. Obviously with the Champions League on top of that, it's going to be hard. But anyway, before we do get into the games, let's just quickly run you through the games played off camera. So to start things off, we went away to Bramall Lane to face Sheffield United, and this game, it had me pulling my hair out. 9 minutes into the match, Sheffield United took the lead for a very nice goal, and it took us all the way until the 87th minute to get a reply. Mikic nicks the ball off their defender, fires it in at the near post, but thankfully we were not done there. And our hero, our saviour, Louis Montagnou, came to the rescue. Galeno prancing round players and Bogus dumps the ball off to Montagnou, finishes it first time very nicely into the bottom corner, and we came away with a 2-1 victory, deserved in my opinion, but we just could not put any of our chances away this game, and thankfully we managed to come away with the win with 2 very, very late goals. And then following on from that, we had Southampton in the Carabao Cup third round, a game that I wasn't particularly bothered about, a fully rotated side, but we managed to take the lead. A very nice ball in from Galeno that Helder Costa got himself onto the end of to put us 1-0 up. But then late on, Danny Ings threw on goal and he fires it into the bottom corner with just 10 minutes to go. He got Southampton back on level terms and things went from bad to worse. Posh, not sure what's happening here, just dilly-dallying. Ings sneaks in, gets the ball across the Kulusevski, who volleys it into the bottom corner. Poor save from the keeper, but we did manage to get a last gasp equaliser. Leif Davis down the left hand side. Mahoney Wilkes on the edge of the 6-yard box puts it into the bottom corner, and then it went to penalties. It's going to show every single penalty, which I'm not too bothered about, but at the end of the day, see if I can skip to the last penalty. No. Okay, I'm messing this up a little bit. Anyway, Southampton won on penalties 6-5. I don't want to sit through and show you every single penalty, but unfortunately it went 5-5. Then in sudden death, Posh missed an important penalty. Southampton capitalised, and we're out of the Carabao Cup, which honestly I don't really care. And then next up in the league we had, well, Southampton, and we were keen to take revenge, and take revenge we did. A fantastic strike from Montagnou to get us off the mark, edge of the box into the top corner, and then just 5 minutes later Montagnou down the wing pulls it back to Helder Costa, who picks out Galeno at the far post and scores yet another goal with his head into the bottom corner. And then just past the half-hour mark, you see Dallas got the ball out here on the right-hand side, takes it past one, gets inside the box. And what a strike from Stuart Dallas. Played very little since I've been promoted, but due to injuries, he's found his way back into the side. And he managed to bag himself a goal on there. Montagnou, what a goal that is. Unbelievable finish to round off the scoring. A 4-0 win. And it's safe to say that was a good way to take revenge for the Carabao Cup exit. And then last but by no means least, we're against bottom of the league Watford away from home. Iribarren getting us off to a great start, and Helder Costa just adding to that. Sees us 2-0 up within, 20 minutes. We were cruising. And then just before the half-hour mark, Welbeck picks the ball up, finds success with a nice ball, finishes it into the bottom corner, and you just know what's going to happen, don't you? 93 minutes on the clock, and Omar finds success, heads it down to Gutierrez. His shot is blocked, I'm not sure. Ball somehow finds its way across goal to Welbeck, who just taps it home, and we finish with a 2-2 draw against bottom of the league Watford. You truly hate to see it. As you can see here, this is the run of fixtures we've had so far. It's been a mixed bag to start things off. I mean, look at that, 1-0 against Chelsea, then 0-0 against Norwich, then a 2-1 win against Manchester City in the UEFA Super Cup, and then a 1-0 loss to Newcastle, and a couple more wins in the league. And then I just can't believe that we drew with Watford. Of all teams to draw with, Watford, bloody Watford. But we've had a decent start to the Premier League. As you can see, we are currently sat in 6th position after 6 games. Currently sat on 11 points, 3 wins, 2 draws and a loss. So nothing to be majorly disappointed about. Just currently sat 2 points behind Manchester United in first. But our attention today, or in this first game at least, is not on the league. Our attention is on the Champions League. And we're going to make some changes here. I'm actually going to give Alenya a start here. I'm hoping that with his unbelievable technical ability that he can just unlock the Borussia Dortmund defence and hopefully give us a little spark that sometimes we may just be lacking a little bit. But apart from that, I think I'm relatively happy with the lineup. You can see Hickey's just coming back from an injury. He's been out for about 3 weeks. Maria got injured, came back and now's injured again. He's out for another 11 days. So that is a huge blow. And it's found Helder Costa has found his way back into the side. And so far, so good. 3 appearances, 1 goal, 3 assists at a 7.37 average rating. If he can keep that up, I'll be very, very happy. But I'm not holding my breath that he will be able to keep it up. But I think that is good for the starting lineup. So it's going to be Pavlenka in goal, Franceschi and Sistana at the back with Phillips just in front of him, Davis left wing back, Kelvin at right wing back, Alenya and Söderberg in the middle. A central midfield partnership that we've not really seen very often, so it'll be interesting to see how they play together. Costa on the left, Galeno on the right, and Montagno obviously up top as that lone striker. And let's just jump straight into the game. Hopefully we can get a result. Just a point will do. As you can see, a very strong Borussia Dortmund side, like the likes of Brandt, obviously Erling, Braut Haaland, Emre Can, Hummels, Akanji. Some very, very good players in there. But I think there's a possibility today that we will be able to come away with a good result. Like I say, a draw will do, but a win would be fantastic. I'm not expecting too much against Dortmund. Obviously, they are the best side in this group, and away from home, this is 100% without any doubt our toughest game. As a stray pass from Alenya gifts possession back to Dortmund. Maybe it was the wrong decision to start him, as Akanji finds Guerrero out on the left-hand side, goes back to Gomez after being pressured by Galeno. It's great pressure from Söderberg, and can the keeper handle the pressure? He can now. Emre Can is on the ball. Adeyemi goes back to Akanji. Very, very nice play from Dortmund here. Brandt finds Guerrero in loads of space. Poor defensive work from the new right-back Haaland. It's a great block to deny what would have been a certain goal. And now we have the opportunity to counter-attack here. Helder Costa coming through on goal. Will he have a shot? No, he won't. He just kind of stands over the ball and just loses it. Oh, I've just been talking, Costa, about how well you've been playing, and you go and do that. Oh, but 20 minutes in, you can see the game is unbelievably even. Looking at the stats, as another highlights coming in right now. Phillips on the ball goes back to Sistano, goes across to Franceschi. The young Brazilian has been impressing since his huge transfer from Gremio. Now Davis beats one. Can he find a man in the middle? He can. Galeno at the far post. He can't quite add to his goal scoring tally. And Kelvin shoots the ball about 5 miles over the bar. That one's going to be down in the crowds. And that one's going to be coming down with snow on it. That's if it even gets into the crowd. It's probably gone out of the stadium. But another highlight here. Söderberg finds Galeno, knocks it down to Kelvin. Show me what you can do on Europe's biggest stage. As his cross is cleared. And now Brandt is breaking forward. He's got room to run. It's a poor ball and it is well cleared. And now Galeno picks up the ball after a loose header. And he threw one-on-one. Can he find the back of the net? That's a poor strike straight at the Borussia Dortmund goalkeeper. But we're showing some very, very good signs here. I'd say from what we've seen, we've had the better opportunities. Just 5 minutes left in the half. Can we snatch a goal before half-time? It's not looking like it. No more highlights are coming in. And so far, so good. I'm just going to say I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. I am. It's going well. We're proving ourselves to be a very, very decent side. And by the looks of it, Anderlecht have taken a lead against Marseille. I think Marseille had just equalised, so Anderlecht just gone 2-1 up there. As Montagno bursting through on goal. It's a great strike and a good save from the keeper to tip it over the bar. As Söderberg's going to put the corner in. Montagno at the far post, it is headed clear. And that is going to be the end of the highlight. I'm going to just give get a little bit shouty, tell them to get creative. They're inspired by the feedback. Helder Costa is having an absolute stinker. Let's get him off. Move Galeno onto the right-hand side. Let's get Mikic on the right. The Argentinian winger. Been a very, very good player for me since he signed last season for just £5 million. A real bargain. I rejected some big offers for him over summer. And Alenya heads the ball on goal, but unfortunately does not find the back of the net. As my game is starting to lag a little bit here, and I'm not really sure what that is about, as Alenya is on the ball now. Is he going to have a strike at goal? He is, and what a finish that is. in its slightly laggy state. I'm going to have to restart the game after or maybe even restart my whole laptop after this, as there's been a crash dump. Oh no. Oh no. Right, well, I don't know what to do. I guess I'll figure out what to do in due course. Right, I'll be back in a moment. I hope the recording's still here. I mean, if you're hearing this, the recording is still here, so all good, I guess. Okay, so I've just reloaded my game, and we've got to play Watford again. So I'm gonna go with the same lineup and everything, and I'm just gonna see what happens. So I guess I'll bring you updates for the game as it goes in. I'll do the same with the Dortmund game. I won't play it in its full because that is really, really annoying. So yeah. I can't believe that this has just happened. Okay, so Watford, we meet again. I've just been thinking about this actually a little bit, and what I probably will do is I'll play the Borussia Dortmund game in full, and then that'll just be the entire episode, and then I'll come back with the next episode for Manchester United away, and then our second match in the Champions League against Marseille. I think that's probably a pretty good way to do it. It's just annoying that it's happened how it did, so let me try and remember what the starting 11 was. I think I started Kene and Sistana, or did I? No, I started Franceschi and Sistana. I started with Soderberg and Iribarren in the middle. And then I think that's how... No, I didn't start with Galeno because he was... Did I start with Galeno? I did. I can't remember. I'm going to start with Galeno. I can't remember, but I think that this is the lineup that I used. So once again, I'm going to have to give Kelvellen the number 2. And yeah, I'll bring you any goals as and when they go in. I won't mind another 2-2 draw just to keep the continuity of of the actual series. But if we lose, if we win, there's not a right lot I can do about it. I just need to remember to save. And now's a good time to remind everyone, as the great Work the Space once said, auto saves, saves. Because if I didn't have auto saves on, I'd probably have to have gone back about 5 games. Pretty much, I think I saved it after we drew the Champions League groups, but then I didn't manually save it at all until after that. And also, obviously, if you've got multiple save files, if one corrupts, it, obviously if you've got multiple save files, if I can get my words out, if one corrupts, it will automatically create backups for you, so you won't actually lose your save. Oh, hello, what's going on here? Oh my god. Galeno has scored after a bit of a blunder at the back for Watford. Oh, you poor souls, what are you doing? Just see what happened here in 3D. Timon intercepted it, tried to go back to his keeper, the pass was short, Galeno nicked in, and we lead 1-0. And there is half-time, a dominant display. We're doing a little bit better than we did last time. Oh, God. Don't get complacent out there. Go. Keep going. Maybe concede a goal. Make it 1-1. And maybe, let it stay at 1-1. That'll be nice. Although I'm not gonna interfere with it. I'm not gonna try and force a specific result. I think it's just a bit pointless. But and whilst we're here, let's stick with this highlight. Kelvin picks up the ball. Phillips goes out wide to Helder Costa. He's got room to run. He has what on earth was that? So I think last time I took... I think the only change I made was I brought Bogus on for Soderberg. So I will do that again, as there is a highlight going on behind me. And I think it's probably just because I was making a change. Montagno in the box. Davies picks it up. Finds Galeno. Ooh, not a bad effort. Okay, so this game has actually flown by. There's been very little action. We're into injury time now. Time is ticking away, and well, the crash dump has saved me. We come away with a 1-0. I'm just going to say that was a good win for us. As we go on to Dortmund, take 2. Okay, so Dortmund, take 2. What was the lineup I went with? I started Alenya. And I think that was the only change. I think this was the same lineup that I had. So let me just double check. Yeah, I think this is what I went with. So let's get back into it. I mean, we were 1-0 up as well when my game crashed. I have saved in between, so this time if we have another crash dump, we won't have to replay the Dortmund game. And let's not the Dortmund game, the Watford game. And come on, boys. Can they replicate what we were doing before my game crashed? As Sistana has got the ball in an early highlight just 6 minutes in. Phillips picks out Alenia in the middle. Söderberg forward to Montagno. Finds Helder Costa on this left-hand side. Is he going to have a shot? He is. It's a good save from the keeper at his near post. But a good opportunity early on results in a corner that Söderberg plays in. Is headed clear by Akanji. Franceschi picks it up, and that is going to be the end of the highlight. Franceschi with the throw in on this left hand side to Montagno, goes back to Franceschi, goes inside to Phillips, finds Söderberg to Alenia. Montagno dumps it off to Alenia. Is he going to have a shot? He's not. He gets tackled and the ball is cleared forward. Good interception by Sistana, and we regain possession. Franceschi goes all the way back to Pavlenka in the Leeds United goal. Sistana back to Pavlenka, looking for a little opening just to find that, that ball forward, and we find it. Helder Costa forward to Alphonso Davies. He's got room to run. Can he beat his man? He can. He's 1-on-1 with the keeper, and the shot is straight at Livakovic. I think that's something how you pronounce it. Something like how you pronounce it. But so far, so good. We're playing very, very well. A couple of highlights already going our way as Kelvin just kind of heads the ball forward to himself. He's got a bit of a job on. He's kept him by the corner flag. Finds Montagno in the middle. No, he does not. The ball falls to Söderberg on the edge of the box. Kelvin crosses it in. And it's cleared, but Phillips has it. Dumps it off to Davies. Back to Phillips. Alenia. Phillips. He's got options, but goes back to Franceschi, the centre half. He finds Davies with a good ball. Knocks it down to Helder Costa. Can he find a man in the middle? He cannot. He finds Davies out on the left-hand side. Picks out Alenia in the middle. And his header is just over the crossbar, and so far we've had a lot of opportunities, and hopefully we can find that first goal. Will it be Alenia to score it again? But half time is upon us. Very happy with how we're doing, pleased with how things are going. Keep it up, as there's going to be a highlight straight after half time. Franceschi dwells on it. Emre Can through 1-on-1. It's a good save from Pavlenka. He went for the near post, but Franceschi's going to be disappointed that he gave up possession so easily there in the Dortmund corner. Comes in and Pavlenka dives across, catches the ball. As the highlight continues, as Galeno's got a lot of space here if he can turn and run, and he does exactly that. He's got a man over at him. He gets past him somehow. Is he going to find a man in the middle? Picks out Kelvin. Söderberg on the edge of the box, goes to the back post. Helder Costa picks it up. Phillips gets it out to Davis on the left-hand side. Can he beat his man? He cannot. Adeyemi's got it, but Söderberg, Montagno, Söderberg, Helder Costa, 1-on-1. Can he finish it? No, he cannot. It's a good save from the keeper to tip it behind for a corner that's going to be taken by Söderberg. End-to-end stuff in this second half so far. Davies picks up the loose ball. It's tackled by Haaland, and that is going to go out for a throw-in, and that is going to be the end of the highlight. But I'm very pleased with what I've seen from us so far. Keep it up, boys. We're getting towards the hour mark. I am going to make the same change that I did last time. Get Galeno onto the left-hand side, get Mikic on the right-hand side, and I might look at replacing Montagno if he doesn't start bucking his ideas up. Or I was about to say possibly replace Galeno, which I'm going to have to do. So let's get Garcia on that left-hand side, give a little bit of a shout, demand a little bit more, and straight away there is a highlight. Emre Can on the ball, taking it forward inside to that player, goes out right to Adeyemi. He's got Davies for company, gets past him, he shoots, and it's a good save from Pavlenka to tip it over the crossbar. As Dortmund take the corner here with a guy whose name I'm not going to try and pronounce quickly. Garcia picks up the headed clearance, but that is the end of the highlight with just 15 minutes left to go in this game. Akanji plays it forward to Emre Can, now operating as a left-back by the looks of things. Goes forward to Julian Brandt, takes it past Kelvin, but Kelvin kind of tackles him, but Emre Can's got it again on this left-hand side, picks out Witsel in the middle. Header comes in from Haaland off the post, and Emre Can just kind of heads the ball out for a goal kick. But Dortmund starting to pile on a little bit of pressure now. Can we weather the storm? That's a poor ball from Hummels, and we've got a chance now to bring it forward. Mikic out on this right-hand side, gets past his man with ease, just breezes past Emre Can. Can he find a cross? He can. Alenya! Of course it's Alenya. He scored in the pre-crash dump game, and he scored in the hopefully no crash dump game, touch wood, the crash dump free match. Let's look at Mikic. He just breezes past Can. Can catches up with him, but he pulls out an inch-perfect cross to Alenya, who slots it into the bottom corner on the volley with his right foot. And we are going to make one more change. I'm going to bring on Bogus for Soderberg. Just freshen things up in the middle a little bit. This is just over 5 minutes remaining, and Ødegaard nicks the ball off the goal scorer, Alenya, and he brings it forwards. But there's two men around him, and Alenya wins it back. Fantastic stuff from Montanu now. Is he going to have an opportunity to strike a goal? Picks out Alenya, and that's another good save from the keeper to tip it around the post. It's going to be Mikic on the corner kick. Whips it in, is headed clear to Garcia. Picks out Franceschi to Cristana, his centre-back partner. Back to Franceschi, to Alenya in the middle. What a strange time to end a highlight. But anyway, as one highlight ends, another one starts as Davis is dispossessed but wins it back. Finds Alenya in the middle to Bogus, to Phillips. Finds Davis on this left-hand side. He's got room to run. Finds Garcia. That's a great ball. Mikic at the far post. And what a ball. What a goal. And surely we cannot be caught now. 2-0 with just 5 minutes to go. What a ball that is, by the way. Argentinian to Argentinian. Let's just watch that in all its three-dimensional glory. What a ball. What a finish. And we are 2-0 up in our first game in the Champions League, our toughest game away at Dortmund. And if we can hold on for a 2-0 victory, it's 5 minutes of injury time. There's only 2 left, 1 minute left. And there we go, full time, a fantastic performance. People had written us off today, and you've proved them wrong. Well done on a great result. You truly love to see it. Leeds cruised to 2-0 victory, Galeno injured. This is not a news item I like to see. Okay, 8 to 10 days. It's not too bad. Whew. Good stuff. So, like I said, the next episode, I'll come back. I'll play Man United in the first game, and then I'll play Marseille in the second game. The second game of our Champions League group stages as well. And also, we are actually now sat second in the Premier League after we picked up points that we didn't actually have. Calvin Phillips, by the way, third in the average ratings. You'd love to see it, but that is where I'm going to finish off today's episode. As always, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and I'll catch you in the next episode.